What it do?
It's Talking in Cars with John and Jade. So, welcome to Baseline Farm. So obviously, we're still not back on the farm. So yesterday,
We're on Highway 1.
Yes, we are
Driving
on
down the
Highway
coast,
1,
driving
California.
south.
Yes. So
From-
recap.
What's the name of the beach we were just at?
Sand Dollar Beach.
Sand Dollar Beach?
Yes, Sand Dollar Beach. Beautiful, beautiful. It's very overcast. Let me show you.
No, we'll
See, it's a bit overcast, but beautiful. See? Okay, so recap from the last video. We talked about our nationalities, where we came from, things like that, our jobs, our past jobs. And so now this video is talking about like current stuff, like what's going on in our lives right now and things like that, goals. Should we talk about goals?
Right now no, that's our next video's future. Remember the last video?
That's right. Yeah. Okay, present, future. Okay, so we are still in, how do you say the name? Kenyokas?
We keep forgetting the name of this town we're in.
I don't know
We
why.
don't normally come to Southern California.
Yeah.
We hang out on the west coast,
Yes.
up in the northern part. We know all our towns over there.
Yes. It's very rare that
we haven't heard a local say the name of the town yet.
Yes.
So we don't really know how it's pronounced, so we keep forgetting the name of it.
Wow, you guys, the view.
But it's beautiful.
Oh my God. It's
It's
amazing.
just like Northern California beautiful, but it's all new to us.
It's just different,
really.
yeah.
We've driven through here, but we've never
driven on Highway 1 on this part of Highway 1.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Definitely never explored around like this.
Yeah, never. I had to make sure the microphone was on. So
are you going to show them like pictures at the end of the video or something?
Yeah, I'll show pictures like, the drive and things like that at the end of the video and the cars that we were hanging out with and the friends. So it's going to be fun. Today is our last night. So we're going to meet up.
Type 3 rally.
Yes.
Volkswagen Type 3s.
We are the last ones.
Which are like, there's a Gia, there's a notchback, squareback, and fastback.
Yeah.
And there's about probably 50 cars here today, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, never seen that many notchbacks before in our lives.
Yeah.
It's so
currently,
cool.
So in what's going on currently in our life right now is I am needing to. So what I want to do, obviously, I said I want to do 2 videos every week for the month of October, and if I could keep that up and make it part of my ritual, my daily, weekly chore kind of thing, not chores, but just weekly thing, then I think I could do it. And once I put my mind to it, I know I can do it. So that's currently going on. Plus, I am starting some more seeds. I do want to tackle a bunch of the beds, but the weather has been so freaking hot, you guys. Right now, where we're at currently is freaking beautiful.
But we would, but we would normally be like worried about rain coming in right now.
Yeah.
And I am, like, we have some chores we have to do before the rain comes that aren't done yet. Mm-hmm. Some projects we wanted to get done this year.
We want to get done the bridge and the painting. I still want to finish the stripes on the barn.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get that driveway graded.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a 3-week job, so.
Yeah, we want to change our driveway to a different part of, because on our 4 acres, there's 2 acres that we keep all of our parts, our, wood, stuff like that. And so, oh my gosh. Okay, I got to show you the view. Sorry, I got to show you the view. Look at this view. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, big mountain. Okay, view. Look. I don't know if this can see it. I can't see it over the side. Okay, here we go. Look at that. How gorgeous.
Show them the drive ahead.
Look at this drive. It's just beautiful, you guys. Man, the weather is phenomenal. I can't ask for better weather.
No.
This is awesome.
If there was a temperature dial, I wouldn't touch it.
No. All right, back to the vlog. All right. Man, that view is beautiful, you guys. The view, it's amazing. Okay, so planting seeds. What was I talking about? Planting
Yeah, we're talking about what we're
seeds.
doing right now.
So my goal is to, do the 2 videos of planting seeds. I need to amend some beds. I also need to go around and redo all of the containers and stuff like that. And I really want to hire another person to help me out redo these containers, so that way, yeah, because it's a lot of work. It would be nice. I wish I could find someone that is willing to do this job, because the job, it's not an easy job, but it's not a super hard job either. But it's definitely one of those jobs that you have to be self-motivated, because you work solo. A lot of times you're working solo by yourself. You're redoing containers, taking things out, putting new things in. If something's dying, you got to take it out. You have to make sure the water the water consistency is good, that the container's draining out well. If it's not draining out well, you have to suck out the water. And that job is just not a fun job. But, it has to be done.
Lots of pods that don't have drains, that don't have irrigation, so they're hand watered, and you can't overwater them because water doesn't have anywhere to go, and you can't underwater it.
I'm going to show you this video.
And every pot needs a different amount of water every day.
I'm going to show you this video.
So she's recording on my phone the video. I told her she doesn't have to keep grabbing her phone, because we're doing this on the phone right now. Look at that rock right there.
Look at this!
Cliffs are way higher than ours, around the Bay Area. Like, you have to go way northern California to get even
you don't even know.
I forgot the cliffs were this big down here.
I can't even
Like, if we go over the edge, we're not surviving.
No.
We don't have airbags.
And we did not commit
That's
suicide.
why I'm driving super slow.
We did not commit suicide. We're just driving in a 1965 Volkswagen notchback.
And it's not going to make the...
Oh my gosh, you guys. So we're going on the ride. Oh my god, I can't even look because some of this part is so
you want to tell them the window story?
Yes. So we're driving in the notchback, and like I said, we have these little side windows, these little side flaps that come and they blow the wind. So it's like AC, right? Because for those of you that don't know, Volkswagens
basically
do not
just tell them what happened.
AC.
You're confusing
the window
them right
blew out.
No, we got out of the car, and we're driving the car, and we got out of the car, and we looked at the window, and the window's gone. Like, the back window is just missing. We didn't even hear or realize that we lost a window while we were driving the car. Like, it was just gone.
Gone. I was talking to our son on the phone,
and
I was like, "Oh my god, the window's missing." He's like, "What?" I said, "The window's missing." John comes around. He's like, "Oh my god, the window's missing." I FaceTime him, and I show them the missing window. I stick my hand in it, and it's completely gone. So we were like, I was so bummed out. We stopped. We went to go eat. That's how we found out the window was missing.
I posted on the event page on Facebook, "Hey, we lost our window. If anyone happens to see it, grab it." And this guy Lionel found it.
Yes.
And he gave it back to us. And he actually, I kind of feel bad. I actually think I might give it to him.
I want to sign it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. John had to touch the button. So we're talking about
the window.
So the guy found the window.
And I was thinking, I was going to talk to you about, what do you think about giving it back to him?
I'm totally down. When
I watched the video and I saw he's all, I found a souvenir.
Yeah.
Like, it's totally a souvenir to us too,
But I'm glad that he found it.
Yeah.
He found it. So.
Yeah.
Finders keepers.
It's good to know. Well, it's good to know that it didn't hurt anybody.
Yes.
We didn't know what happened to the window.
I was so bummed out when we lost the window. I was like, man, how did we lose the window and not hear it?
We can't reuse it. The frame's messed up.
Yeah.
Even though the glass didn't break, it comes with the glass on it. You can't, you reuse the glass and buy a new frame for it. We have to find the whole thing.
I feel like this is so wobbly. I'm sorry that this is so wobbly. The drive is wobbly.
Yeah, the drive is wobbly.
So if this gets anyone sick, motion sickness, which I know there's a lot of people out there that...
Just close your eyes and listen to us.
Yeah, just a vlog. That's what it is. A life vlog. What's going on currently? So that's what I'm doing. Is we lost that window. We're hella bummed out, but it's all right. I know. Well, eventually someone's gonna bless us with a new notchback.
Well, it's scary
window.
because we got to find a window now, and it's a rare window, but I'm sure it's out there.
And that was the original that fell out. So.
Yeah, which it sucks because it kind of was personal for me, in a way that it had an American flag on it. It has American flag still on there. And that flag came with the car, and it was from a serviceman that bought this car in Germany. He came to America, and it's really emotional for me because I got his car, and I get to enjoy it. And he died at a young age, and his dad sold me the car, and I left that flag on there as like a tribute to him.
Years old when he bought the car.
Yeah, I was 19 years old when I got the car, and so I feel like I lost the part of the car that was his. And that's the only reason I don't want to give it to him is just to keep that part of the flag. But if he's truly going to do something cool with it, like if he has a plan for it, and that's when I asked him, like, dude, if you had a plan for that, if you're going to turn it into a table, if you're going to keep using it, because I don't have a plan for it.
Or hang it on his wall. It just says memorabilia. Yeah.
If we keep it, I'm definitely going to I want to make something out of it because I just want to keep that flag around for a while, I don't know. I don't need to. I got pictures of it.
But it's cool. I'm glad he found it. That was the coolest part, is that we pulled up, because last night they had a little, like a dinner. Oh my God, this guy works so steep. And I'm so
Jade's freaking out right now because we're on a cliff.
I'm so afraid of heights.
And we're going down.
Yeah.
And she thinks I'm going too fast.
Oh my God. And okay, so I am so afraid of heights right now. But I can't stop looking.
Can I tell them the 4th of July story?
Yeah. I can't stop looking. This is about current events.
She can't talk right now anyways. She's too flustered. There's literally a rail and a cliff, and the bottom is fog below us.
And
so all you see is
oh
fog.
My God.
We're going to fall into the clouds if you fall off. But on the 4th of July, we have a 40-foot boom lift. And I had told her that you can see the fireworks from around town if you go up on the boom lift. And you can see them all around us. Like, they're small, they're only an inch tall, or half an inch tall. Or half an inch tall, but you can see them everywhere. And so she's like, oh, let's go sit up on the boom lift, and we'll here, I'm going to let this guy pass.
Okay.
And we'll watch the fireworks. So we're sitting up there on the boom lift, and you just have to barely move, but it sways, because it's on the top of a pole, 40 foot tall, and it's just up on top there. And we had the 3 lawn chairs sitting up there, and we're going to watch fireworks. And Jasmine keeps moving around, and I'm sitting in the middle, Jade's over here, Jasmine's over here, and Jasmine keeps just moving around, like grabbing her drink, whatever she's doing, just moving. And Jade yells at her.
She's acting foolish.
Yells at her, and she wasn't acting foolish. She was just moving around, just grabbing stuff, doing stuff. She wasn't acting foolish. And she's all, and Jade yells at her basically, stop moving around. You're moving this thing all around. It's like, she doesn't say I'm freaking out, but she's freaking out. And we're like, we both just like freeze and look at her. We're like, oh, we thought we were having a good time up here. And somebody's freaking out. Somebody's not having a good time. And so we thought we were having a good time. We're like, what's going on? And she's all, Jasmine, you need to stop moving around. You're going to fall out of the lift. I'm all, babe, she is not going to fall out of the lift. There's 3 rails all the way around us. And she's not going to just fall out. Like, she'd be like, oh, she's not going to try to grab a rail. Like, you have to, like, try to get through those things. It's not like you're just going to fall through them on accident unless you want to. Or unless you're monkeying around on the outside of it or standing up on it. Like, she's not going to fall out. And she's like, yes, she is. I said, no. Even if, for example, I wanted to murder Jasmine, which I don't, but if I wanted to murder her and I thought I was going to throw her up, that's not going to be an easy task.
Yeah.
She's going to hold on to the rails, and I'm not going to be able to, like, push her off of it. It's not going to be easy. And then you're going to come in and you're going to help. And I'm like, worst example, she's not going to just, like, whoo, fall out of the fucking, oops.
Yeah.
I just used a bad word on YouTube. You're not going to just fall out of the thing. And Jade looks up. No, I look at Jade. She's cringed onto the bars, like white knuckles. And she's all, I'm sorry, Jasmine, but no, I won't. I won't help you. You're on your own.
Oh, I was so scared.
That's when we realized
I was like crying.
How afraid she was of heights. We're like, what? You wouldn't even help save her life?
It wasn't even like the cute little tear cry. No, it was a straight ugly face cry. My daughter was on her own. I was like, it was meant to be, and she's not going to fight for her life. I was so scared. Yeah, heights is not for me. I like my feet planted solid on the ground. That's my comfort zone. That's my comfort zone.
Yeah, look at this house right here.
It's beautiful. I don't even see the house because behind the trees. So yeah, so that is my goals for right now. Is also I'm going to get my business license. I'm going to get my Baseline Farm business license because I want to start really focusing on the farm
Well, that's
market.
why we want to do the driveway this year.
Yeah.
Too is the driveway is part of the farm. As we switch, all of that is in one thing because it's all kind of one project.
Yeah.
Because the driveway would also be the driveway for the farm market.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we don't have an adequate driveway for the farm market.
Okay.
I'm gonna let this guy pass real quick.
This is our picture. Oh, lordy. This is so beautiful and amazing. Look at that crevasse. That's not a crevasse. That's just I don't know what you call it.
Where the bottom part of the two mountains come together?
Yeah. A valley. I don't even know. Is that what it's called? Valley. Look at these railings.
Yeah, these are new.
These are new. Because we don't have those kind of railings in Northern California.
Well, they might at some parts of it now.
How beautiful this
So
is.
Highway 1 is closed right now. We went up to the spot where it's closed. We didn't go see the closure. We went right before it. But it's closed because of the mudslides. Yeah. And so we planned on going back home up Highway 1. And I forgot we got to go into the valley and go back up that way.
It's freaking hot. And let me tell you, Nancy the Notchback does not like the heat. She was acting up on the way here. It was so hot. She spitting out oil out the back. I'm like, that's not attractive, girl. You know, keep it together.
Yeah, we got an oil leak. The oil cooler started leaking on the way here.
Yeah.
Luckily, just tightening down on it seems to stop the leak, but it's still kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because, don't want a seal to blow out.
Exactly. The brakes went out, but it wasn't it didn't even go out. The part didn't break, it just came apart. So we tightened that up. Put that
it was
back.
Because of
the load.
We've never had this big of a load in the car before. So it was lower than ever before, and we put new disc brakes on it.
We got all kinds of props.
Yeah.
We got props. Plus, some usable. All our props are usable except for the surfboard. But we got all our boxes.
The surfboard's totally usable.
It is.
We just can't ride it. It's like a pro board. Yeah. You have to be super good to ride that thing.
Yeah. John can't even get up on a paddleboard, let alone on a surfboard.
I ain't trying to get up on nothing.
Nah. Oh, so did we talk about the boom lift? So yeah, I'm afraid of heights. I don't like to do heights.
Yeah, so that's why she's still nervous right now.
Yeah, so I like to look at the view, but I don't want to look at the view, but I want to look at the view, if that makes any sense. The view is freaking beautiful, amazing, all along Highway 1. If you ever get a chance to come out here, I totally recommend it. It's beautiful. So that is my project, getting a business license, because I really want to start selling some eggs. I want to boost up my egg production. I want to start really focusing on getting that farm market set up, and I don't know.
We're talking about next year's stuff again.
Oh,
we're supposed to talk about what we're doing right now. Not our plans.
Right
You're jumping into the next video.
Right now, I'm in there's a
fall mode.
Deer.
We gotta
we gotta get
party
into fall.
coming up.
Yes, we gotta have Halloween party
coming
up.
Party.
I want to decorate the house when we get back in fall mode. I hope it gets cooler when we get back because it's so beautiful out here. So that's my projects. What's your projects?
We got the new contract supposed to get on Monday. Supposed to get a contract to install a couple miles of road landscape. Miles. I'm now measuring in the miles in bid things, so that was pretty cool. It's the biggest street project we've done so far. So it'll be trees, landscape along the roadside, sidewalks along the sides of the roads. So I'm super excited about that. Unfortunately, we're potentially going into a race season, so there's no telling if the job's going to get delayed or not. But hopefully, we just get a lot done before the rain comes. And the contract comes on Monday, so that's one thing. I'll be ordering a lot of amendments, getting those blended in. And then also I'm working on Berry Fest, Strawberry Festival right now.
Yes.
Right now I'm getting all the infrastructure in. We got the facility, I got the stages all lined up, sound, rentals, all of that stuff, the back stuff's all done and out of the way, pretty much. Just got some contracts to do, and then now I'm booking the entertainment, getting all the entertainment booked. Plan on having all of that booked by November, and then we're started sales. So sales have started for Berry Fest too, for the vendor spots and for the sponsorships. So I got different people working on all that different stuff. I'm just managing different people doing all those jobs. So I've pretty much set up most of the stuff, except for the booking, the entertainment.
He does all the logistics. I don't do that kind of stuff. I like to do the creativity stuff. I like, woo!
I'm the coordinator.
I love the decorations. I need to start sewing some new banners, just because it's our first event from coming back. And so I really want to do some new little country banners and stuff like that. Some cute stuff, some new fresh stuff, some new bigger strawberries.
Well, we have totally different halls and different things.
Yeah,
It's more,
some new photo
we're
booths.
using more halls than we did before.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about that.
More decorations.
So that's some more current stuff. And also, I really want to. I made an apron, this little strawberry apron, and let me tell you, that is the best apron I've ever made. At least I've made aprons for when I do projects. I have an apron for Berry Fest where I made it specifically for Berry Fest. I have an area where I can carry my shears, where it's double padded, where the shears, it won't stab through the bottom. I have pockets in the front, some for bobby pins, like safety pins, and some for like big pins. So it's very functional for when I do events. But I really want to have, I made this one apron for cooking, my little strawberry apron, and it is such a great functional apron. So now I want to work on another apron that's more like for gardening or something like that, or make a couple aprons. And I want to do a couple videos, like that of aprons and things like that. Get more into my sewing side.
Videos.
Yeah, it's fun because really, you guys, I don't have a pattern. I don't like working off of patterns. I'm like hella willy-nilly. I just like to, my brain, like I'll draw a picture, a rough picture.
It's not that rough.
It's rough.
I've seen them, they're cute.
And I'll try to create the picture. And so my mind and picture, it's not always co-in-sync with one another. My images. Sometimes I feel like my images are so elaborate.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And my
sometimes I can build
pictures
something
are like
better
stick
than I can
figures.
draw it. Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to draw this elaborate photo that my mind is trying to create, but my hand only wants to draw a bunch of stick figures. So when I do these sewing projects, I'm just gonna do them. I'm just gonna do it like as I'm sewing it, and what happens. How I sew it is that's how it's gonna go. Sometimes it's gonna take a day. It might take a week.
I do all of her lettering. I draw all the lettering for them, and then she cuts them out and makes them.
Because sometimes I make a mistake when I'm sewing.
Banners.
I'll make a mistake, and then I have to get that stitch remover, and I have to unstitch it, and it's so frustrating. So I'll just put it down, and I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna have to start this for
another
day.
Strawberry right here.
That was one of my first strawberries.
It's a strawberry pillow.
Before I found out, all you had to do is make a circle, a half circle, and fold it in half.
So but I like it.
Yeah, it's cute. It's a strawberry pillow, my first strawberry pillow. But yeah.
By the way, this is Barry right here riding with us.
Yeah, we have so many props. We have a surfboard. It's great. I love it. I love it. The kids wave at us and stuff. And now, we got this. It's funny because we don't have this back window back here anymore, and I've been digging through this back window to get into the back seat, and I'm like totally digging not having the back window
we're
back
on the outside, and all our picnic stuff is right there.
It's right there in the side window.
We normally put it there anyways.
I was like, I think
it would be so nice if that window rolled down.
To have a sliding window would be freaking awesome.
A major mechanical transformation.
I know.
Maybe
that would be so freaking cool.
Yeah.
If we can have a pop-in insert that is just a sliding mechanism.
Or if the window can just pop out, and you can just leave them out when you're on nice days.
Yeah, something like that.
And we can just store them in the trunk,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of cool. I just love it. It's so functional without it there sometimes. Yeah. Even though I could
Well, in
just
this
open the
weather,
door,
if it was raining, we wouldn't be happy
no,
that there's no window right there.
No.
We have the window. It's right
yeah,
here.
it's right in the back seat.
It's behind our seat.
Yeah. It's going to be great. We're going to get a marker. We're going to have everyone sign
What do you
it.
think? Should we give it to him or should we keep it?
I think we should give it to him.
I think we should give it to him.
I think we should give it to him. I think
Yeah.
it's just like, it's such a great, memorable thing, you know, and I think it's just a great...
And he wanted it. That's why I want to give it to him.
Yeah.
When he seemed happy about in his video
I think he was happy
about
that he
finding
found
the souvenir. Yeah, and he
I
said
think
souvenir.
He's happy that he found it.
He's getting it.
I think that was just being sarcastic.
What was his wife's
Which
name?
I do use a lot of sarcasm, so...
It's Lionel and...
I'm so bad with names. I had to say them 3 times, sometimes 7, in order to really remember them.
I don't know if I ever got it. I don't think I ever got it.
I did get it, and it's a very simple name. I know that much. I'm gonna get it again because I really like her. She's super nice. We like mesh, you know.
Oh, I was telling you we should invite him over to Bull tonight.
Yes.
Bull.
Oh, we're staying in this little cute Airbnb.
Yeah.
And
we met the son of the guy that built the house that we're staying in.
Yes.
And we brought him back over. He looked at it. His dad made a coffee table that's still there.
I'll take a picture of it.
It's a Cal Poly project.
Yeah.
From when his dad went to college back way back.
Project, yeah.
It was a project that never got built.
Yeah. It's cool. So yeah, we met so many cool people. This is such a cool trip. We're definitely going to do it again. It's just like the camping trip. You know, we did the camping trip on Father's Day weekend, and now we've met.
Scott.
Yeah, we've just met so many new people on the camping trip. I mean, on that Father's Day excursion. So now I really want to do this event.
This one's once every 3 years.
Yeah.
So we definitely got to put it on the calendar. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it was so much fun. And there's so many. Like, we have so many pictures. And Johnny did so many bad things. Like, he flew his drone at the state park.
No, I didn't. That would be a federal crime.
No, he didn't.
I would never do anything like that. You wouldn't admit it on a YouTube channel.
No, I had to cut that out. He did not. As soon as he was the park ranger came walking towards us.
And then the park ranger came and said, "Don't do that." And I was like, "I'm not doing anything." And he's like, "Yeah, it's on the ground."
Yeah.
So, okay, keep it there.
Uh-huh. They don't make that song Johnny Be Good for nothing. It's like I'm always telling them, Johnny Be Good. Johnny Be Good.
I'm going to get her a t-shirt that says, "I said no." And then I'm going to wear a t-shirt that says,
"I don't listen."
What?
I don't listen. Yeah. And it's crazy because sometimes I just get to that point, I just don't say anything. You know, I know it's wrong. I know it's bad. I know what he's doing is like borderline, you know, stepping over the boundaries kind of thing. But I don't listen. Like this one time, we were on our way to Oregon. This guy got a lead foot. That's perfect. And I'm so glad he has a Volkswagen because he has a lead foot. Okay, so we're driving to Oregon. This officer pulls up next to us, looks over at us, and then drops behind us, okay, and pulls us over. But up ahead, we see a speed sign that says 60 miles an hour.
No. What happened was, he was behind me. There was a cop behind me. I saw he had come up next to us and looked at us. Then he went behind us. I was going 55 miles an hour because that's what the previous sign said was 55. Then I saw a sign that said 60. And I'm like, oh, the speed limit's 60 miles an hour now. So I started accelerating up towards 60. He turned his lights on and pulled me over, like right past the sign. Right when I got past the sign, he pulls me over. He comes up to the window. "Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" "No." He said, "Well, you were speeding. The speed limit was 55, and you were going 59. I said,
I tripped.
I said, "Sir, we just passed a sign right there that said 60 miles an hour. I said, "I saw the sign that said 60, so I started accelerating towards 60. Mind you, there's no changes in the road. It's still a straight freeway, no entrances, no exits, no towns have arrived, no towns have left. It's the same kind of road." And he says, "Yeah, that's after the sign." So I was punished for my good vision and being able to see that, oh, it's 60 now. And I started accelerating before the sign
And I was telling him,
He's all,
like,
it's
John,
where the sign is,
Mhm.
and after that, that's 60 miles an hour.
and he has such
And
a
he gave
smart
me a
mouth.
ticket
John has a smart mouth.
4 miles an hour over
So
the
I
speed
had to
limit.
tell him, like, okay, don't be a smart aleck, okay? Like, just keep your cool. It's okay. Everything's good. But here's the deal. He had a speeding ticket in Oregon
Previously, that I
right?
didn't pay.
Yes.
Because I was told that if you don't pay it, that it's out of state, it'll be okay. That was a long time ago.
And I told him pay
That's
for
not
it.
true.
No, he's paid for it now.
No, I never paid for it. I paid $15 reinstatement fee because they took it off of the record, remember?
Okay. So, here we are driving. He lost his driving privileges. Okay,
Yeah.
because he already got a previous speeding
They
ticket
said you can't drive in our state anymore.
in our state anymore. Okay, so now I have to drive, which I'm thinking, like, really, we're on vacation, and I gotta drive. So we're driving, we're going to Seaside, Oregon,
Yeah.
and we're driving.
And she gets pulled over for going 70 in a 55. 70 in a 55, straight up 55, straight up 70. The cop tells,
it didn't feel like going 70. The car was so smooth. I was jamming to the music.
the cop tells
It was
her,
so good.
ma'am,
So I get pulled over. No, so John's like, don't be a smartass. Don't be a smartass. I'm like, I'm not going to be a smartass. So the guy comes over to the side. He's like, ma'am, do you know how fast you're going? And I was like, I'm pretty fast, right? And he goes 70 miles an hour. And so then he gets my license, registration. He asks me where we're going. I tell him where we're going. And, he comes back. He gives me a pamphlet and says, welcome to Oregon.
he says, ma'am, it is a clear night. There's a full moon. There's no other cars on the road. I understand going a little over the speed limit. It makes sense. He's all, so I'm just going to let you off with a warning. He's all, not a written warning. I'm just letting you know. Just be careful.
With the pamphlet, a welcome.
And he's all, here's a pamphlet. Welcome to Oregon. He literally gives her a welcome packet. And then he says, he's all, and by the way, you guys are going to Seaside out there on the coast. I'm going inland about an hour and a half to some town, he said. And he's all, and I'm the last officer in for the end of the shift.
Yeah. So I'm like, so you're saying I can speed? And he's like, no. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not raining and it's a clear night. I was like, I got it. Wink, wink,
He literally tells her to go ahead and keep speeding. I get a ticket for not going
and let me tell you,
4 miles an hour over the speed limit.
And he's like, whoa.
Get
He's like, wait a minute, she's not getting a ticket. I was like, you sure you're
I'm
not
like, so you're not giving her a ticket?
Yeah, he was so upset.
Of course, no, I wasn't upset. I was just dumbfounded.
Yeah.
And I was on a straight freeway, two-lane freeway, with nobody on the road either.
I was too.
And I was going 59 and a 55. Yeah. I was going 50. The sign was there.
Jamming.
I was not going 4 miles an hour. You were definitely going. And it was a twisty, windy road with trees.
I was like in the music, and I was like going.
It just wasn't fair.
It was awesome. It was awesome. He still doesn't have driving privileges in Oregon.
No, I got it back. They reinstated it for $15.
Oh, that's right.
And then now some collection company is trying to come after me for it.
That's right.
It's not the court, it's a collection agency.
Oh.
So I'm going to see what they got to say.
Yeah.
I was thinking ignore the first letter.
So silly. But yeah, so I don't even know how we got sidetracked and onto that windy road, but okay. So let's see, what were we talking about? We're talking about my stuff, your Berry Fest, stuff like that.
What's going on right now?
Yeah, so that's a lot of things going on here, a lot of things that, our stories, sometimes we'll start talking and our stories lead to other avenues. And I don't know, that's how I love him so much.
Man, it's so beautiful.
It is. All right, so that is what's happening. So I think our next vlog, I think so, because that's what's happening currently, right? We talked about all our current stuff.
Did we?
We talked about your current stuff, your current projects. about the
We're
stuff that
about
we're
to process
finishing.
the lambs.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Okay, you guys. John wants to process the lambs on, like, not on his own, but the helper, of course.
Yeah, I wanna hire a helper for the day, and use the money that we would take for paying the guy that would come out and process the lambs, and the money that we would pay the butcher. And I want to take that money and see how much how much it is to buy the tools to do it ourselves. And even if it costs as much as 2 years of labor of the thing, or 1 year, and I train a guy how to do it, because I know how to do it. It's just a lot of work, and my arms aren't as strong as they used to be.
So we never talked about this. So back in 2005, John was in a motorcycle accident. He used to ride motorcycles. He rode motorcycles since he was 7, but he was in a horrible motorcycle accident, and he was hit head on by a Yukon that was tailgating, and someone did not tie down their load properly. The sheetrock came off. The lady was driving too close, swerved.
The Yukon ended up sliding backwards and sideways through my lane, and I T-boned into the side of it. My body went into the driver's window of the driver's door, went inside the window. My helmet hit the driver, cracked her skull, broke her neck. I went flying back out of the window. I tried to Superman through the window as an option of not hitting metal, but it didn't work. I tried. My original thought was to jump over it, but I realized that wasn't going to happen. And I ended up flying into the air, landing on the ground, almost getting run over by the car behind her. And a year and a half worth of surgeries and recoveries. No, a year and a half worth of surgeries, a lifetime worth of recoveries. I'm still recovering.
Yeah, this happened in 2005, June 10th, 2005. So we want to get someone to help him, so that way, hoisting the lambs and things like that.
Yeah, we've got a hoist. We've got most of the tools we need.
So he knows how to do it. He's done it before. It's just that, with the accident and stuff like that.
The sucky part is we won't get the flash freezing. So we've been talking about that. Because the freezing it, you can freeze it for a year when you vacuum seal it. It's good for a year in the freezer. But if you flash freeze it and vacuum seal it, or vacuum seal it and then flash freeze it, you can get 3 years in the freezer. But we don't normally go over a year anyways.
With our lamb.
If
it was beef, it would be a different story. I think we would flash freeze the beef. But with the lambs, I think we could just buy a nice sealer and freeze it that way in our deep freezer. And our deep freezer really gets things nice and cold and solid, and it works really well. Yeah. My little air conditioned window. Don't need no air conditioning anymore. It's so nice and cool. While I'm sure back home it's like over 100 degrees. So he wants to do that, and I know on YouTube you cannot do that.
Well, I'm thinking about it.
And so
and it's really started from, we used to have a really good butcher, and they retired, and someone bought their company, and the service is just gone. Gone. It's not
they're rude.
Even close to there. We don't even want to give them our business anymore.
No, the way they talk
so
to you
we're
on the
looking
phone
for
is
new
rude.
customers.
Yeah.
We didn't find a good one yet.
Yeah.
I don't really want to deal with it.
Yeah. And the processor, he comes out to the house and he processes the lamb for us, but he'll take it to where we want to go.
He drops it off at the butcher,
Yeah, so, I mean, if
it's
that's
totally
the case,
legal to do ourselves because we're the ones eating it. We're not selling it.
And we might be, maybe we could just have the processor come out, do the process for us.
Possibly.
And then we can cut the meat ourselves.
But I feel like if I'm getting a laborer for the day, I just do it all myself.
Yeah, we just do it all ourselves, 3 lambs. I personally cannot see it, but our processor, when he comes out, he's really fast. He can do them really fast, one at a time, just like bam, bam, bam. Because that's what he does for a living.
Yeah, it would be faster.
That's one good thing, because you don't want the lamb to go into rigor mortis or anything like that. And so, I don't know.
No, it's going to be fine.
I don't know. I don't know if that even happens.
Works,
what happens? I've never seen it. I've never seen the process. I don't talk about it. I don't want to. So that's just it. I don't want it to go bad. I guess after you gut it, it's fine.
I told you how I'm going to set up the kitchen.
True, yes.
In the barn, set up a tent with a... Well, my idea is inside the barn, I set up a 10 by 10 tent. We have screens. So I'm going to set up the screens. It'll be completely sealed in there. And basically, we're going to build our own kitchen in there. Put a metal table in there, clean it real good. Bring our ice chest in there. Bring our cutting tools and everything in there. And then basically have a 10 by 10 set up a 10 by 10 clean space.
Yeah.
To go ahead and do it all in ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring the vacuum sealer in there and vacuum seal it, and it'll go from a vacuum sealer straight to the freezer.
Yeah, that part I can do. The processing part I cannot do. I cannot see. I just not there. You know, growing up, I could go fishing. I could clean a fish, no problem.
Yeah, what I could do is set up two 10 by 10s, put a solid wall in between them, and then I could just hand you the meat. You could vacuum seal it while I process it.
After it's all done. After the lamb's head's gone, everything's
Well, after
gone.
it's just meat, yeah.
Yeah.
She can handle seeing the meat. She can't handle seeing. One time I was cooking a lamb's head in the pot, and I heard from the kitchen, ka-ding, like the lid. The lid. Off. She'd open the lid to see what I was cooking. See what I was cooking. OMG. And she saw the lamb's head in there, and she dropped the lid and screamed. Because the lamb was looking at her, you know. It was kind of...
Yeah, poor Socrates. He's all up his eyeball looking at me. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, no. I remember the name Socrates, yeah.
Oh, so good.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't know, lamb head is delicious.
No, thank you.
All of it.
No, thank you. I didn't start eating lamb until we raised our own.
It's gross.
And we raised our own. The first time I had lamb, it was not good. So I was really turned off by lamb for a long time. So when someone said, do you want to try lamb? I was like, yeah, no, thank you. Then I raised our own lamb. And, oh my goodness, it was so delicious. It tastes like beef. It tastes like beef to me. It tastes so good. It doesn't have I know where the lamb flavor comes from. The lamb flavor comes from the lamb being told. So now I know. But yeah.
Yeah, the younger the better.
John's thinking about doing that, and I'm on board. You know, I know why we got the lambs. I know the process. I know why. We got the lambs for consumption. So there was one time when the kids talked me into buying a goose. I went in with them. I bought a goose. John was like, no. You don't tell me no.
The girls came to me.
You don't tell me no. I'm surprised you don't have a milk goat.
And they said, hey, Dad, can we get a goose? She was going to get some chickens. I said, no, geese are a flock animal, and they're gonna want to be around people. They're not gonna go. They're like, we'll just put it in the pond. I said, it's not gonna want to be in the pond. It's gonna want to be in the house with everybody else. It's gonna literally come to the door. It's gonna want to hang out by the door.
Poop all over the place.
It's gonna poop. The poop is really big and slimy.
Flies are getting all over the place.
Yeah, the flies are gonna be all over the poop. It's just not
Believe
the right.
It was a long lecture.
It's a good. I told them all the bad things about it. It's gonna bite everybody. Yeah. It's gonna be mean to everybody.
Everything.
It's not gonna be happy because it's not gonna have a family and a flock. Yeah. Told them all of that. Oh, guess what? They bought a goose anyways, didn't they? And I said, because they kept begging. They were begging and begging and begging. And I said, look, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm so opposed to it
that
if you guys come home with a goose, I'm going to eat it. Yeah. As soon as it gets big enough to bite me, that's it. That's the day I'm going to eat it, is the day that it comes to bite me. And which is going to be, that's the time that it's time to eat it. It's going to be big enough.
Yeah.
And they're like, and so they came home with a goose. I said, oh, I guess I'm going to eat a goose then. They're like, no, you're not. It's our pet. I said, no, you'll see.
Yeah.
I ate it.
So, poor Cosmo. And John was heading out of town. And so I'm all looking at work, looking through Facebook.
I told them I was going to eat it for Christmas. It was going to be a Christmas goose.
Yeah, and he got pardoned.
They cried, and they're crying. And so...
Oh, was it pardoned? He got pardoned.
I pardoned the goose for Christmas. And then it was in January. I came home, and nobody was home at all. The goose was attacking our dogs, and our dogs were, like, uncomfortable. They couldn't lay down anywhere, you know, and so the dogs were going crazy with this stupid goose. They weren't allowed to kill it, you know, and the goose was squawking all over the place. I went in the house. It was
No. Okay, so then I go on Facebook. I see this, right? I was like, what? He says, I'm so happy. I'm no longer going to hear this honking again. I was like, what is going on now? So I call him up. I said, no, you did not. Okay, so we're back. Sorry, that was nothing. Evan was calling, but we were out of phone reception for so long. So then all the phone calls were coming in all at once. So I thought there was an emergency or something like that, but it was nothing. So we're talking about the goose. But long story short, John did harvest the goose. He harvested the goose, and
Keep talking.
Yeah, and so I found out on Facebook that he harvested the goose. And when I came home, he was like, "Do you want to see what I harvested?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So he pulls Cosmo's breast out of the refrigerator, and I lost it. I start crying. So then he quickly puts it back in the refrigerator, and he's so excited. He can't wait to cook it up and eat it for an omelet. So in the morning
Well, I
time,
heard how delicious it was.
yes.
I never had goose before.
So in the morning time, I wake up to something smelling so delicious, and it did. It smelled so delicious, and he was cooking Cosmo, and yeah, and so I just couldn't even. I was stabbing the plate because I wanted to try them, so I was stabbing the plate, but I couldn't get any meat. So he's like, babe, let me feed you. Let me feed you. So he goes and he feeds me this Cosmo. Let's see here. So he feeds me Cosmo, and I couldn't even chew the meat. I ran
so
straight
delicious.
to the garbage can and I spit it out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm eating my child, like I was a cannibal." And yeah, because my mindset was not like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat Cosmo for consumption for food." If I had that mindset, then I could deal with it. But if I don't have that mindset, I can't deal with that. So that's what happened there. Oh man, I want to go to the antique shop, but they're closed. Yeah, bummer. It's alright.
Saturday.
It's such a cute little town. And so, but everything closed early. And at night, you guys, this town, okay, at night, Kayokos.
Kayokos.
Kayoku.
We don't know how to pronounce it.
Cayucos. That's where we're at.
Kayokos. Kayokos.
Kayukos.
I don't know.
We don't know. Sorry. We don't know. Or that's
Kayokos.
not. I was horrible in reading. Sorry. Growing up, I was horrible in reading.
Well, it doesn't matter. It could be not right. It doesn't the rules don't mean anything, especially with names.
So I don't even know how we got sidetracked, but that's how we are. So then now we're back home at the Airbnb.
Let's check it
This
out.
place is so stinking cute, you guys. Look at that.
There's the beach house we're staying at.
You just turn it around. I think the camera goes the other side, I think. Yeah, super cute. Very cute. So that's what's happening. We talked about Cosmo. We talked about crazy things. So this vlog is about all kinds of stuff. So just because, like I said.
Well, it's supposed to be like what's going on right now.
Yeah, what's going on
with
right
side
now.
stories.
Yeah, a lot of side stories. But, that's just how our life goes. So you can always not watch it. I mean, if they don't want to watch it, they don't got to watch it, right? That's how life is. Just this. Everyone goes that way or this way or tap it or whatever. Up, down. I don't know. There's so many different ways to swipe if you don't want to watch it. But thank you for watching. If you're like a gung-ho, watcher and watching our channel. So, my channel, I love it. All right. So the next video is going to be what our dreams and goals are.
Yeah.
Dreams and goals. Because I have a lot of dreams and I have a lot of goals. And I like to make those dreams turn into goals.
Did we talk about everything we're doing right now? We've got a Halloween party coming up. We didn't talk about that. We don't really need to.
I mean, we're having a Halloween party. Yeah. It's an annual Halloween party. It's really, so I started a Halloween party for my daughter every year. We had this annual Halloween party. But then she became an adult. And I'm thinking, she's an adult. And if she wants to throw her Halloween party, then she could throw her own. Well, I don't think she realized how much work I personally put into this because I want her to have this, great childhood.
Obviously, we liked having a Halloween party.
Yeah, I just loved it. And so then after that, our friend asked us if...
And Jen.
Yeah, and I loved them. He's so creative. He does so many little props. He does such a good job.
He asked us to be part of his Halloween party. Mm-hmm. And so I helped him with his Halloween party at his house that first year.
That's
remember?
Right, that's right.
Was it 1 year or 2 years at his house that we did it there?
I don't remember.
I know it's definitely 1 year. It was 2 years.
2 years. 2 years. The clown
2 years.
One, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2 years we did it there.
It was fun.
And then his yard is basically the size of our patio room. Yeah. And
it's okay. It's small. So
yeah, but it was still fun there.
Big,
But we wanted to have a little more people,
like scary themed, like a barn and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we moved it out to our house.
Yeah, because there's just so much more stuff. So yeah, and it's fun for us. I really like it. So he's, doing all the props and things like building the stuff in this Western theme. So that's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, we're out here having fun on Highway 1, and they're over there building props for the Halloween party right now.
But we've done a lot of work. You don't know, you guys. If you watch some of the earlier videos, and you saw how rickety that barn was, I go back sometimes and look at that barn, and I cannot believe that we put a lift in that thing, that we actually stored stuff in it.
I walked all around on that roof, even when it was like that, and I never felt like it was going to fall down.
I mean, it's just so it just looks rickety, but it was built so long ago. And when we opened up the walls, I mean, totally sidetracked, but when we opened up the walls, there was literally like lingerie. I'm talking like 90s and large panties,
like big old,
the
50s looking
panties, like the big old.
I like someone put them in there just to scare someone in the future.
No,
funny. Something like that. What do you think it was?
Those are some. They were cute panties. They were small, but they're small panties.
So what do you?
But they're
wide. Why
panties.
were they in the wall?
I don't know. What if there's some?
I was saying someone was probably just trying to be funny for the future. I think it would be funny to put some underwear in there.
Maybe. I hope so.
Someone's gonna open this up.
I hope so.
Like, oh, why is there underwear in there?
Yeah.
Just to confuse us or something.
It was like very old underwear, nylons. But crazy enough, it was not decomposing. It was in good shape.
Maybe someone had some fun out there and they hid their underwear.
Well, they sure did.
Maybe like a husband was cheating on his wife. And then the mistress left the underwear in the barn so they'd get caught. And then he went out there.
I don't know.
And he's like, I got to get rid of this. And he shoved it inside the wall.
My dad told me to throw it away. I threw it away.
Of course we're going to throw it away.
Not like I'm going to wear it. So Nancy, what are we going to keep it for? Okay. So that's what's happening. So we talked about now stuff, right? Everything, Halloween party, things like that. So we're caught up to what's happening now. If anything is happening, I'll just do that in my normal garden vlogs.
Yeah.
And then,
our puppies are doing good. We have 5 dogs.
Oh my God. But yeah, so that is what's happening.
They're not happy they miss us.
I miss them. So, and I miss all our animals, actually. Can't wait to see them. So, it's so weird not to have anything to do. John was pacing the living room, like literally in the house. We're not big TV watchers. We don't watch television a lot, and so he's just like pacing up and down. He's like, I don't even know what to do. He's like, I don't even know what to do.
I was home, I'd definitely be doing something.
And everything was closed. That's what it is about this town. There's nothing at night.
So quiet.
It is so quiet. It's eerie quiet. There's no crickets. Yeah. There's no frogs. Yeah. There's no sound. There's no wind. There's no people.
No ghetto birds.
There's no cars.
There's no
owls. There's no nothing. There's zero.
No noise.
Sound.
At nighttime. And the freeway is like up on the hill there, and you can kind of see the cars go by. But since the freeway is closed up ahead,
I'm gonna post some video.
It's just like dead at
tonight
because
I'm gonna take a video tonight, and I'm gonna clip it onto this one, and I'll show you what it sounds like.
That it's our last night here, though.
It is because we didn't really get to walk down the town.
We didn't enjoy the town as much as we wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, we got tonight.
And we have to leave early. We have to leave early tomorrow morning because Highway 1 is closed. There's a detour, like we said, detour, and so we had to go more inland. And Notchback Nancy does not like the heat, so.
Yeah.
I mean, she don't like the heat. She blew out a window. We don't want to blow out another window. I bet you what happened. This is what happened. I know how the window fell out. That's the original window, okay? We don't drive her like this far like this. And so what happens is she's been in the heat for so long. The glue, that old-ass glue softened up.
There's no glue.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
No, they said there's some plastic clips that hold it in there.
Oh, that's right.
And it's possible the plastic clips got brittle and broke out, and then it made it loose, and then it fell out.
That's right.
So they said make sure you get the plastic clips.
This is one of those cars that's not made by glue.
So we're going to replace the plastic clips on this side, too.
Yes.
So just in case they're worn out, we don't lose that window. Because we don't need to be losing any more windows.
No. I cannot believe we lost a window. Oh, we gotta go find a marker. We have to go find a marker.
How are we gonna find a marker? This town doesn't have any hardware store.
They got a supermarket right there. It says supermarket.
I walked through it. There's nothing in there except for regular Sharpies. Yeah, they got regular Sharpies.
That's what we need.
No, a Sharpie doesn't write on glass.
Why not? It's a Sharpie.
No, there's these nice pens that write on glasses. Sharpie doesn't write on glasses. It doesn't. It's not the same. It'll wipe off really easy if you barely touch it. Yeah, well. They've got pens that are paint pens. It'll work. That won't wipe off as easy. And
all right, let's end this video so we can go find a pen or something like that somewhere around town. I don't know. We'll see. It's small. This town's tiny.
I've got duct tape. We can duct tape on the window and then sign on the duct tape.
Same.
I know.
I think we can use Sharpie. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna try it. All right. So thank you for watching.
Let's give him the window and let him figure it out.
Yes. We're gonna have him and we're gonna sign it. So thank you for watching. The next video is gonna be all the updates or what's the goals and stuff. Yeah. And thank you for watching. Take care.
We're gonna do that tomorrow on our drive home.
Okay.
So peace.
Take care. Be safe, and we'll see you then. Bye bye.